So today we're going to be going over how to do a bar graph in a tally chart. First things first, I want us all to pretend that we are car salesmen. And I have 3 of my salespeople. And what I'm trying to do is figure out which one of my salespeople sold the most cars and which one sold the least cars. And I can do that by making a bar graph in a tally chart. So when I pay attention here, it says that our friend Aspen, she has sold 20 cars. Our friend Malik has sold 30. And our friend Shania has sold 10. So I'm going to start by trying to make a tally chart. And it's going to look just like this. And y'all will have a copy of this also in your workspace station. And first thing before I do anything is I need to title this. And I look here and I see that my title for the table is Cars Sold. So I'm going to make my title here Cars Sold. And then it has a column for children. It has a column that says tally and the number of cars sold. So I'm going to look at my first person, which was Aspen. So I'm going to fill her name in this part. And it said that she sold 20. So what I'm going to do is make a tally chart of 20 cars. So we'll start by doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And whenever we're doing tallies, our 5th line needs to go diagonal across these. So we already know whenever you see this, this is going to be a set of 5. So I'm going to do another set of 5. And that gives me 10. But I need 20, so I need to do 2 more. So your tally should look something similar to this. And I know that this represents 20, so for number of cars sold, I'm going to write 20. And moving on to our friend Malik, we'll fill in his name. And then I'm going to draw 30. So we'll do it again. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So we already know that that's 20. So we need an extra 10. And that gives us 30. Number of cars sold for Malik is 30. Moving on to our friend Shania. I look back at my table and I see that she sold 10 cars. So we're going to do our 10 tallies. And then write the number of cars sold. So that is our tally chart. And you can look and see, even if you don't pay attention over here to the number of cars sold, even if you don't even look at this table over here, you can see that Malik has the most tally marks, so Malik sold the most cars. And then we see that Shania had sold the least, and Aspen was kind of in that middle zone. And so, moving on to our bar graph. And y'all are going to have a copy and it's going to look just like this. And remember, first things first that we need to do is title it. Our title for our tally chart in our table was cars sold. So for here, I'm going to write cars sold is our title. Now, I'm looking at my numbers. And we'll go over this more in detail, but I just kind of want to go ahead and tell you guys this. This is what's called our x-axis. And this is what's called our y. So for this specific bar graph, I'm going to put my number of cars sold on this side. And I see that I have The highest number I have is 30. The lowest number that I have is 10. So I'm thinking I'm going to start off by counting by tens. So 10, 20, 30. And I need to go down here because this is going to be who sold what. So this is going to be our children, aka our salespeople. And I'm going to go ahead and look at Aspen. And we said that Aspen had 20. So I'm going to draw all the way over here. And we saw that Shania was 10, so we'll keep this as Shania. Oh, let's do this. Sorry. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's do it this way. So this way I can pay attention. Okay, Aspen sold 20, so I'm going to go up to the 20 mark. And this can color this in. This is part of my bar graph. This is my first bar. Then I look at Malik. Malik did 30. So I'm going to color his in. And Shania did 10. So this is what it's going to look like. You can see how I labeled everything. The title is Cars Sold. My label on this side, because this is where I put my numbers, is going to be the number of cars sold. And down here is going to be my salespeople, which were Aspen, Malik, and Shania. And here, again, you can see that Malik had sold the most cars by his bar on this graph, then Aspen, and then Shania. And y'all are going to have the same tools, a table. This is already going to be laid out for you, and so is the bar graph. So if you have any questions, let me know.